to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. Back lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Al Woods. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that run we just saw of 99 yards ties for the longest in NFL history.
How about that? Wasn't that Tony Dorsett in Minnesota?
In 83.
For Dallas?
On a Monday night, yeah.
And only 10 guys lined up on offense on that play.
How about that? And we just saw a record equalizer right there from 99 yards away. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Hassan Ridgeway breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is
start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Indianapolis Colts, who sit at 1-4 through 5 weeks of the season. And that Thursday night loss at New England, Charles, really the lack of a running game for Indianapolis, putting more on the shoulders of Andrew Luck, and it's been tough going.
Yeah, lack of a running game. An offensive line is trying to find itself. A ton of injuries throughout the team. And without the passing game having T.Y. Hilton and Jack Doyle, 2 of the better receivers in the league, they didn't play against New England, so they lose 38-24. They're down to a 1-4 record. But here's what I don't understand. Andrew Luck coming back off of shoulder surgery, essentially 2 years lost, 121 passes in his last 2 games, 62 against Houston, 59 against New England. They've got to come up with something to try and protect the investment that is Andrew Luck.
Now, you mentioned the last 2 games. Well, through all 5 weeks combined, he's thrown the most passes in the league. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap for Locke. That's caught at the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to get momentum?
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, good agility by Cobb. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Locke. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hairston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to throw up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
319!
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go ahead, go ahead. Let it roll.
Now it's Love. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
11 feet. Hot on.
They are going for it. It's Locke. And he's got Rodgers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Oh, crap. Holy Joe, God, they screwed me on that.
He juked him, and now running right through it.
Just like a
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets this one rip to him. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They get it to him running left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Luck. Hard throw, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Oh, it's a wobbler here. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
319!
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And for good measure.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It's certainly